It's time for another hobby vlog. Hello and welcome to yet another video here on the YouTube channel STF Wargaming Studio. My name is Andreas, Norwegian Viking, and this is my hobby vlog number 125. So last week you saw me finish off all the SAMs, all the different SAMs I have in my collection. So that should be every single different SAM painted, and one of them painted twice actually, because I needed a conversion dismount for the one on pony. So I took one of them and converted him. So yeah, that's what I did last week. Well, the week before, because last week you will see now. Sorry, I tackled Frodo next. So this will not be every single Frodo. I do have two more Frodo miniatures that I have not painted. The first one is of course the footprints on a base, which don't think I'll paint. It's a very limited edition model, as well as it's not the most used on the battlefield, and I do have the Invisible Frodo in clear resin painted up. So, well, painted up, the base is painted. So I'll rather use that one. And the second one is on Arwen's horse. But that model is mostly covered up, so so I'll not run into any difficulties trying to replicate the colour schemes, as I've been doing his cloak and know exactly how to do his cloak for some time. So I did finish lots of Frodos, and I'll also be showing you what I'm painting next week. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so we are back with my hobby vlog number 125, and as you can see, it's afoot with a horde of Frodos. So this is my entire Frodo collection so far. Only one Frodo I'm missing, I believe, and that is, well, we've already talked about that. That is the Frodo riding on Arwen's horse. So yeah, you'll see that there is two of this model. And that's because, of course, this is what I painted for the very first Archon, my Hobbit army. So I had Frodo of the Nine Fingers. He needed dismount, so I painted him the exact same way. So we have Frodo with the Nine Fingers on foot, which I'm very happy with. I do regret using this version because he doesn't have the ring in that profile. This one I painted for Archon last year, which is my Frodo on foot, because I needed one Frodo for the Chaos in Order game, and this is Weathertop Frodo, I believe. And also, of course, since that Frodo had the ring, we have Invisible Frodo as well. Very hard model to paint this, making it this translucent, so it changes colours depending on the background. It's magical. I don't know what happens. It's the ring, I guess. But these 8 is what I've painted last week. So we have Fellowship Frodo. Yep, I think that's Fellowship Frodo. So yeah, Fellowship of the Ring Frodo. It might be a miscast, but I do believe that's the chain with the ring. So I painted it as such. I think it looks good. And then we have, this is Weathertop Frodo you've already seen. And then we have the Plastic Fellowship Frodo. Not the best sculpt. I wonder where his mouth is, but it's good enough sculpt. And it's painted now. We have the Breaking of the Fellowship Frodo, which I've always found a very, very odd looking miniature. It's not as bad as the Sam version, but yeah, it's meant to be dynamic, but it doesn't really look it. But a very nice cloak on him. It's a very nice flowing cloak on him. So then we have Osgiliath. So this one came in the original metal Fellbeast box. So I painted the ring there on his finger. So it's exactly the same miniature as this, but with two different paint jobs. So this is the more regal aspect of him, and this is the more Fellowship one. For these I use the painting guide supplied in Best of White Dwarf to Best of White Dwarf Fellowship the Ring book, which is very nice. It's a painting guide 17 years old. We have of course Orc Armor Frodo, which is a fantastic miniature, just so cute. We have Mount Doom, which I think is a very underappreciated miniature. I think this is one of the best Frodo representations there are. Very, very cool. And then I think this is Emmanuel Frodo. And then lastly we have this one, which goes very nicely together with Sam cooking dinner and Gollum going, ugh, have your chips. I like mine warm and wriggly. Now that might be another scene, but I think this is good. This is a very, very good model. So that is all my Frodos with the exception of the Arwen one done. I'll do him when I paint my Arwens, which isn't that long until I have to do, to be fair. Next up, and this is a very big and I spoiled my own joke there. Undertaking. I tried to figure out how to say yeah, never mind. You'll get it. So this is an Ent, and I painted him today. Ents are cool. So this is one of my original GW metal Ents, and I have more. So this army is something I would like to finish next week, the entirety of it. So we have one. Can I get all of them in shot? I think I need to get out. There we go. So that's the rest of them. So we have here loads of Ents and tree giants. So of course we have 1 and 2 metal Ents. So this is the only one that's done. I've done airbrush work and a wash on everyone else, with the exception of tree bed right here in the end. So we have 2 metal GW Ents, 3 plastic GW Ents in the back there, including this one, which I think is really, really cool. And then we of course have Shadow and Flames tree giants. So I'm very, very fortunate to have every single one of these fantastical tree giants. I think 3 of them were up for general sale. I believe this one was the first one, which is a really, really cool model. I'm very surprised that all of these are still in good condition. I bought this one second hand. And then I do believe this one, the ash tree? Ash? Willow. I believe this one was next. Very, very cool model. Actually, this one might be first. But this is not the original model. This has been converted, not by me. So this might be very unique, which is really cool. And then this one was out for sale for a brief time. I think I bought this at the Desolation of Stockport or Oddcon, I'm not sure. But the last one is very special. This one was never released, and this one is not a this is a production cast. So it's in resin, but it had several bits which were sculpted over. So so yeah, I'm very, very happy, and hope I will give these the good paint job they deserve. And last on the line we have 2 tree beds. So at the far end we have my two tree beds. So why 2, you ask? So this is the reason. This one, who has a bit of a more aggressive pose, will be just like this. He will have his arm outstretched and be painted up like this. The other one will be painted up with the hobbits on top. The reason why is I like to not use magnets that much on my models, and that's why I'm doing it like that. So, so yeah, I'm very eager to paint tree bed, and that will be a treat for when I finish the rest of my 10 normal ends. So this one, of course, already finished. The remaining ones are yet to be finished. Reason why I did one of these first is I wanted to check out and try out the techniques after airbrushing to see whether I needed something else to do. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to do some research and see how the different kinds of trees actually look, and see whether I've gone to the correct kind of shades, because I do believe that some of these trees are a bit too light. Maybe I need to darken some up and lighten some up even more. So we'll see how this progresses throughout the week. Join me next week for my next hobby vlog, and thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, share and subscribe, and do consider supporting us on Patreon using the link in the description. It is a fantastic way for you to support our efforts here at the studio, and it gives us the monetary means to expand, improve and give you more cool videos each and every week. So if that's at all interesting, click the link, but more importantly, support your hobby.